think I said it was the second round. So as you can see, I've got it in the setup in the tournament now, which I previously couldn't do because it only allowed, I think it was 8 fighter characters. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So we got Dolph Ziggler and Roman Reigns, Chris Jericho and Brock Lesnar, my created character against Randy Orton and Samoa Joe and John Cena. And if you can see on the very far right, I think which direction then, you'll see the title that I've designed myself. I quite like it. You may or may not like it. I did try looking up titles and there wasn't really a sort of anything that I could find too much detail on, so I thought I'd design my own. So hopefully I'm going to go Roman on this one. Oh, you can choose their attires, okay. It's so annoying you sort of can't. I've still got to do all of this sort of this messing about still. Is it just no? You don't want to need to change the arena. It's kind of annoying that there's no sort of doesn't sort of how can I put this? There's no sort of you can't just sort of set it so it stays in the same arena. I mean, I suppose it's good if you want to change it last minute. Let's say you've not quite decided on what costume you want to use, type thing. But that is really, in some ways, it's annoying. But I can see an upside and a downside to it. But it didn't let us choose the Japanese ref. Because I don't really remember any of the previous tournament modes that they used to have. I can't remember if it was just one select arena or not. I really can't remember, to be honest. So I'm going to think about loading here. I think even Roman sort of got his fingers and his arm to do that sort of thing where you put your hand on your chin thinking, is this ever going to load? No, I think I accidentally put it back on evening and I wanted it on night time. Yeah, I still can't figure out why you still got that title. I think if you watch some of it, I think it was the first round, he had the title. We can do runnings now. That changes things. But yeah, in the first part, I think it was part 1 of the first round, he had the Universal title, yet it's assigned to Brock Lesnar. So I really want to. It's probably a glitch, if I'm guessing, but it's weird. It's just really, really bizarre. Maybe it's the game's way of telling me that it wants Dolph Ziggler to be champion, which, to be fair, he more than deserves. I don't know. I'm not his biggest fan, I'll admit, but he's definitely one of those people that you just feel is a little bit wasted. Well, I'd say more than a little bit. And here is the big dog himself. The question is, will this be his yard tonight? Joe, I never actually noticed that he's. I thought about it the other day. I was thinking, why doesn't he come out of the crowd anymore? I never even noticed it changed. Even on TV, I never even really paid much attention to it. I don't even know. I couldn't. If someone said to me when did that happen, I wouldn't even know. Quite a bizarre sort of how it changed. But I know there was this. I can't remember. I read something about. I think it was when there was some sort of terrorism attack happened, and I think they were. It was in America, I think. It might have been one of those school shooting things. I can't remember the full story, but I think they were on about changing it so that he didn't come out of the crowd then. I think. Hopefully that was not the reason behind it. The only thing I could put it down to is where it's like he's going in with the crowd and the crowd could jump him at any moment, really. And I don't think I personally like to go up and jump him. Is he reversing? No, I thought as much. Beautiful reversal. Nice little snap DDT there. That's an easy kick out, that one. Really didn't think that was going to cause us a lot of trouble there. Ooh, nice little move there. Not a good start for Roman at the moment, but hopefully he can turn this around. Ooh, nice little... I suppose the term is I was going to go for a palm strike, but I don't think that's all did it again. I'm not doing that. It's actually quite funny. I got around to playing Tekken today, and I was looking in Miguel's customizable options, and he actually does still have his costume in there that I think you have to buy the parts so they're already. You can equip them. So it was like, because I knew he definitely had a costume like this, and I remember looking up on Tag Tournament. So it was nice to see it was in there. Ooh. He did that quite well. Wow, bloody job, man. A bit early with that because I've got a Superman punch ready to go. Oh! Gives us a bit of breathing room there, I suppose. Yeah, there's probably no need for that actually. I think this is one of those annoying arenas you actually can't go fighting in the crowd. It's funny because it was like, when I first heard they were bringing it back in this version, this year's game, well last year's game I suppose, technically. I suppose it technically is because it is 2017. And when I heard it they were bringing it back, I was like, brilliant. And it's quite funny because I haven't really used it a lot, not as much as I thought I would have done. So it's quite laughable really, but that was one thing I was most excited for. Ah! Yet again, the curse of the draw. I've got to stop getting distracted fighting outside. Oh, it automatically reset it itself. That's interesting. I think I should just turn count-offs off, because it's kind of a shame they don't just keep the damage that's sort of been used up, so it doesn't sort of hold the match up any longer, I suppose. Ooh, that was a very bad attempted Irish whip move there. They're having a cuddle, they just want to be friends. And Roman's having none of that. Ooh, back body drop. Have some of that, sunshine. Ooh. I've actually got my other control today, so hopefully the submission issue will not be an issue. It didn't seem to be. I mean, we're early on in the match, so like, submission shouldn't be an issue at this point anyway, but I'd hate it to sort of become an issue. Because I think we're at that point with this tournament mode as well, that it'll just continue on, regardless of what happens. No. Thought I had it first time when I seen the orange option come up, I thought, no, it's not going to get. Hopefully we can get out of the way of this one. Oh, that's a nice dodge there. Kiss my feet. Smell the cheers there. I really can't get back in this at the moment, it's really annoying. This is going to be an easy kick out, no question about that. Oh, we're back in it now. Strong right arm from Roman. Oh, schoolboy. Oh no, powerbomb. Oh, let's go for a pin. I don't think it's going to... So it just gives you a bit of momentum, I think. Delays that reversals bar carry. I think it's just called the reversals bar, because I can see finishes just coming up, and yeah. As I said, I think in the last part, I said that I did enjoy the system. You have to be so much more tactical with it now. We missed that. I think like before Roman Reigns actually first did the Superman punch, I think a lot of people were using that, because I think it was in 2K14. I don't think it's added till 2K15, I could be wrong on that. I'm pretty sure it's still on PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. So I just couldn't see Roman doing that normally, but there we go. Proves that he does well. Some of these moves I think do get a bit outdated, or they just slap some moves on, I don't know. I suppose to a degree they've got the main moves in there, and it's just got to slap those few extras in, I suppose. Oh, please get back inside. I do not want another draw at this point. No! Ah. Great. What? Where's it gone, mate? Yeah, he's be a bit of a dildo. Dilbo is what I meant to say. I don't know where that come from. He's got the signature ready to go. Hopefully we can reverse it or kick out at least. Oh, I see him going for it and I just couldn't get it. Oh, that's frustrating. Oh no, he's cocked up. I've missed that. I've missed. Oh, very carefully, yeah, very careful because he's got a finisher and I've got no reversals. Come on, get out. I don't like doing that, I get a bit of a coward, but sometimes when you just don't have, oh no, this is not looking good for Reigns at this point. Face bust off the top rope. You know that's done some damage. I've got one reverse. Oh, damn. Oh, narrowly escaped that, narrowly, just by the skin of my teeth. Don't really get that saying because I don't think teeth do have skin, but we'll go with it. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. There's got to be some sort of thing to it, people say it, but Ziggler playing a game of risk there, and it backfired. Oh, straight into the receiving end of a Superman punch. Now, silly to go for a pin there, really, because right in the setup. Hopefully, this is going to connect. We need this to connect. It's connected. Beautiful. Down Ziggy Wiggy goes. Don't be doing that, get a pin on him, son. And that's Tata from Ziggler. Not the best of some matches there, only 4 stars I think it was, but it had its moments. Very frustrating that we got the early draw, which, yeah, I don't need to tell you is rather annoying. So, not a lot of decent replay moments from there, I feel. I don't know. That was a nice little schoolboy roll up there. That was nearly the end for Roman right there, but luckily I managed to get to the green part of the bar in time. And this is where Ziggler failed. And 3 for Roman to go forward to the next round. Aaron will either face Chris Jericho or Brock Lesnar. It's probably going to be Brock Lesnar, to be honest. So as you can see, Roman's in the next bracket, so it's Chris Jericho and Brock Lesnar. For this one I've put Jericho, Paul Phoenix even, is red judo attire. Right, we've put it on night this time. Momentum's still slow. I might speed this one up actually, because I do feel if this was real, this would be very one-sided, but Jericho does still have a few surprises there, so we'll see how this one plays out. That K shape on the uniform, I couldn't really sort of get the logo, and it sort of looked like a K, so yeah, as I said, a lot of these ain't very good, I must admit. I could have done better. It was a very last minute decision for some of them, like the costume my character has representing Jin Kazama. It was very rushed, I think, but it looks alright. I quite like it. I think they've got a lot of good creation parts this year. There's a lot of freedom in there and to create a lot of different things, I feel. And that's always one of the things I've loved about the WWE game series. But then I suppose when you look at wrestling as a business and as a whole, it is about ultimately creating an image and a character. Then again, I suppose you do want to play as your favourite wrestlers, and that's also the other part to it. I must admit, one of the things, even if I wasn't a wrestling fan, I think I'd still love these games just because of the level of creation. I do enjoy games with a lot of creation options. If it was up to me, I'd have every game have some sort of create a character thing, but I suppose when you're looking at things like that, you do lose out on some great characters that we've seen from games in the past, like your Solid Snakes, your characters like Nathan Drake, Lara Croft, you know, all that sort of all the after Tekken, fantastic characters. That's one of those games that it'd be nice to see a creative fighter in, but I think the customize options make up for that. It's funny how Soul Calibur, while it's slightly different, it's got a different, similar but different in that it's got swords, and it does feel like a different fighting system, but they are sort of similar to a degree, I suppose. But it's amazing that they've got a creator character in, and Tekken doesn't. I always find that really odd, but in all honesty, it's not a huge massive thing, to be honest. That karate top, I think there actually was a smaller one, but it had arms, which is really annoying. If anybody who has played Tekken and seen or even if you've seen Paul Phoenix, you'll know that he's got a one with no arms in, so yeah. I don't even know if the computer could do a breakout. It'd be interesting. I thought I put this on night. It seems very light. Yes, as you will see, Brock's got the title, and in the last match, Dolph Ziggler had it, which was really, really bizarre. You know, I bet if I press X, Jericho will attack me. I'm quite tempted just to see what happens. Oh no, Lesnar goes running. Okay, that's different. Before you could only attack, you couldn't. I don't believe you could do that like that. Right, we're going to just sort of throw him back in because we know how this is going to go otherwise, and I don't want another draw round. Oh, actually, the match hasn't started. We could have played out there a bit more then. Lesnar's just dominating as usual. Suplex number 1. Oh, they're doing that because I ran in. But the suplex number 2. I didn't change the ring, and the entrance tile was exactly the same. That was a very, very quick reversal there. Jericho's putting up a decent, well, I say decent, he's putting up a fair fight. Well, he's not really, but he's getting a few reversals, and that was suplex number 3, if I'm correct. And Jericho's having no more suplexes tonight. And Brock Lesnar's like, no, I'm not taking that. Well, probably Paul Heyman's saying that. That doesn't mean going to phase Lesnar, to be fair. Jericho probably just buying a bit of time for himself. Well, I've got to give Jericho credit where credit's due. He has a fight. He's trying to get us in for submission, I believe. It's surfboard. Imagine if that match ended there and that. Oh, nasty punt. Oh! I think the suplex number 4. Oh, no, right. Oh, there's number 4. Oh, here comes Suplex City. No, it's not. Is it going to be? Powerbomb City. Suplex City's next door neighbour. Suplex number 5, and Jericho is still alive in this one. Oh no, Jericho's having no more suplexes again. But come on, Lesnar, is that all you've got? Lesnar's not having any of that. He's going for suplex number 6. So far, this isn't actually bad commentary, I feel. I'll probably listen to it later and think, what the hell was I on about? Is that a suplex? That's more a fall away slam, I think. Jericho's taking Lesnar to his own version of Suplex City there. Oh, he's got a wall for Jericho. If he can get it in. The ropes. Oh, sugar. It shouldn't. Oh. That was close. If that was no attack there, I don't think he would have been able to live that one down. If this was real, of course. This is the game anything can happen in the game. Well, I suppose really in the TV show, anything can happen there. But... oh! Out of nowhere, a code breaker. Is this going to be enough to see? Oh, not quite. I did have a resiliency option. I really didn't want to waste my finisher in case it gets to the point of needing it. Jericho's really bringing the fight to Lesnar here. need to turn this around. Go away, Styles, you lost. Who he's coming in to annoy, I don't know. Oh, I could have had a catch finisher on that. Ah, imagine that. That would look so epic. I know that's a word that's thrown around so easily, but I think Lesnar's starting to realise here that it's time to finish this one. Back body drop there. And the powerbomb. These two coming up. One more for luck. And we're going to send Jericho flying and hopefully book our ticket into the next round. Got it up. Nice one from Jericho. That's a great camera angle. Look at that. And if Jericho kicks out of this, I think everybody will be absolutely shocked. There's no way he's coming out of that. No way after that was Jericho coming back, I don't think. But that was actually a real good show there from Jericho. Beautiful catching pole breaker, which did cause Lesnar some trouble there. Wow. And this is the one that sealed the deal. And booked Brock into the second round, where he will face Roman Reigns, where we can sort of have a WrestleMania 31 rematch. We just need Seth. Well, technically Seth Rollins didn't come into the very end of the match. Should we just? Oh, I just feel like this is what something Brock would do. I've been dying to do it. I'm not gonna lie. This is nothing personal against Chris Jericho. Oh! Can we do an RNG or not? No, we can't. I think this is one where the ref just... You've got so much time before the ref... It's funny because in the next match this table's going to be back, so this is probably the most pointless thing to do. Lesnar's hell-bent here on delivering a message to Jericho, not Jericho, Roman Reigns, possibly to Jericho, of what he faces in the next round. And I think that's where the referee's going to stop that there. That was not as one-sided as I thought that was going to be fair. Match I am not looking forward to. Should represent myself in this, but I do feel like if this was a real match, obviously I'm not a professional wrestler, as much as I probably... It's one of those things... I can say I'd love to do it, but I think it's one of those things that I would see myself, not because I hate it, and I could just see myself, I'm one of these people that like to swap around and do different things. I like to, so I could see me getting a bit fed up of it and wanting to do something else and then come back to it because I miss it, sort of thing. But yeah, but I think if this was, say, for the purposes of this, I do feel Randy Orton would have the edge over me. can't remember which is the other attire now. I think it's 2, if I've got it wrong. Oh, it is, yeah, it's the other one, but I kind of like that attire anyway. I think we'll go with a slow momentum on this one again, because I do feel it will add some extra tension to the match. Oh, we put the right arena on. I hate having to keep doing this. It's really, really frustrating. Right, we want this on night. If this doesn't come on night, my entrance won't look as cool. And we're going to start the match on this. I got my other attire, I think. My man boobs out. It's kind of weird because I do have this sort of thing where I don't like wearing... If I'm comfortable around people, I don't mind wearing t-shirts, but out and about I have like this massive thing about it. And it's just because where I was quite big at one point. And I did lose quite a bit of weight, and I've got like these really horrible stretch marks, and it's horrid. That's so annoying that it's automatically set it. So I don't know what if you watch, you did see me press night, so I don't know what's going on with this. It's really, really bizarre. Kind of fitting that I would get to face Randy Orton, because it seems every sort of time I play, well, not so much career mode, but sort of a lot of the universe modes over the years, I've always seemed to be in rivals with Randy Orton. It's weird. So it's kind of fitting in some respects. Like we have this rivalry. I mean, I'm not someone who dislikes Randy Orton. I wouldn't say I like him. I think he's good at what he does. But I wouldn't say I'm a massive fan of his. I'm sort of neutral, I suppose. Well, I didn't say neutral. I do think he's good at what he does, as I said. going for an handshake there and it really backfired. We'll start up with a really slow pace on this one, I think. Just taking it slow now. One's trying to speed this one up by the look of it. I'm struggling to get out of that one. Well, I wish I could do that in real life. Yes, I think even if I wasn't sort of big or anything like that, I do feel like I wouldn't be one of these people that would like to have my shirts off all the time. It's never been my sort of thing. I don't know if it's sort of an OCD thing. I really couldn't tell you. I think if I was like Muscle Man, I still wouldn't. I don't know. Beautiful bulldog there. And we're just getting into the... Oh, nice little kick. Very quick towards the Viper. I thought Randy was really going to put up a fight here. And that delivered with quite some force. And still no response from Randy. And finally he's decided to get back into this match. It is quite tight still with the finishing bars. They're not quite even at this point in the match. I've slightly got the advantage. Tried to go big there and it backfired. And Randy's capitalised on that. Oh. Going for a pin. I don't think he's going to cause too much trouble. That doesn't make sense. I'm still ahead of Randy, yet he's been more in control for the last few seconds. Oh, it's feeding again. Ooh. Nasty jab to the baseline. Look at that 3-star mark now. Ooh, backbreaker. Very vicious there from the Viper. I don't think that's going to be enough to finish us off. Still in this one. Fighting back. Starting to show slight damage in the head area. Ooh, Sam Bolton flying. Just get ourselves a bit pumped up. Just buy ourselves a bit of breathing room here. Did I just put my arm on the ref? Okay. Oh. Quick striking by the Viper there. Some momentum back his way. Pin attack's really not phasing me at the moment. Vicious knee stomp. Some torso damage starting to show now. Both competitors in this match. That looked like he was going for an RKO, but I really don't believe he was. Can I get a sneak? Oh, I was going to go for a sneaky signature, and it didn't play the way I wanted to. Will that be a missed opportunity? It's looking very much like it's going to be at this moment. I'm still not out of this quite yet. Very strong elbows to the face. Orton's looking to go for a very vicious stomp again. Very quick stomps there. Is this going to phase us? No, not. Still in this fight. He turns around really soon as she's going to. I'm going to go my way. This carries on. Fans are crying for an RKO, and at this stage of the match you need to be aware they can come from anywhere. Okay, I don't know what's happened here. I think a bit of... Oh, beautiful kick to gets back in the match now. Is that a costly mistake for Orton? It's looking like it. Nice we launch our signature. Beautiful axe kick. Buy some time, go for a pin. Could be enough, but it's clearly not. Ooh, going to strike quite a cocky blow here, and reversed. Orton having none of that. Will that be a costly mistake? Going for a combat move, Orton senses it and gets out. And Dynamite letting the crowd know that they're welcome. And he's grateful for their support, I think. Orton goes flying out the ring again. Probably would have been wise to go after him, but I think this is one of those matches that just needs to be settled in the ring. Going for a submission. Orton's near the ropes. Will he get to him? No, he reverses. Oh, a kick to the back, setting up for an RKO. Oh, the Viper strike. Not today. Beautiful reverse. And another axe kick. Oh, is this enough? Oh. This is going to be enough to put the Viper down. No, it's not. Orton has a comeback. Will he be able to? James clearly had enough right now and wants to put this one to sleep. He's got an exploder suplex. Is it enough? Could this be enough? No, Orton kicks out. Very frustrating to see that. At this point you've got to be questioning what more you can do. Another pin by Orton. James just quick to kick out straight again. And from yet another tight face lock. A vicious stomp from Orton yet again. Actually, I think it's the first time he's actually done this. And ooh. Now is he going to go for Mason for another stomp? Ooh. Kick to the back of the head. Ooh. Really going for that head area there. Would have enough resilience there to kick out. Orton's just taking a bit of breathing room. Trying to get the crowd on side. Is this going to be a mistake? Oh! That was probably a costly mistake there. No, it's not. No, it's not. Well, what's he doing? I don't think he's quite going for an RKO. Oh, devastating neck breaker. And he's going for what I think he's going for. Oh! And that is a move you will not see on TV. Crushing kick to the skull there. Is that enough? Can we get... Oh, could have used resiliency there. Probably should have done. I wanted to see if I could do it without using that option. Both parties there made very big mistakes, but ultimately it was my cockiness that backfired. Beautiful axe kick. Do love that move. And we have one more final match to round up this second round, and that's going to be quite a huge clash between John Cena and Samoa Joe. You could call that one a skull-crushing finale in some respects. I didn't even realise he had that move still. I thought they took it out, but there we go. So, is it going to be Samoa Joe or John Cena that faces Orton in the second round? Finals. No, semi-finals, sorry. Yeah, it's not really the second round, it's actually the quarter-finals. Never thought of that, actually. This is a very hard one. I'm going to do random. Right, we're going John Cena then. Thing is, both of these this match could go either way with both men, because I feel like if it was a real match, I think Samoa Joe would sort of have the edge because he's getting quite a push at the moment. It would be nice to see him win the title, I think, but I just feel... I don't know, it's an hard one to call, that one. It will be very, very interesting to see how that one plays out. I think he's one of the many few people that could beat Brock Lesnar, let's put it that way. It's actually quite funny on Tekken Tag Tournament and Tekken 7, I think the hair's not as good. But you can actually customise Jack to look like Brock in his sort of 2002 attire. He hasn't got the shorts, unfortunately, which is sort of make a modern day one. But in 7 he's a bit sort of weirder because he's got like glowing green neon bits in all his joints, so it just looks, yeah, it looks a bit silly, really. I mean, it doesn't, like, if you could have customised back in the day, like, no, he wasn't in 4, was he, Jack? Say maybe 3 or sort of 2, then, yeah, you definitely could get someone who looked like Brock Lesnar, but obviously Brock Lesnar wasn't, I mean, he existed in them times, obviously, but he wasn't, not many people probably would have known who he was. at that point. Well, not as many as, you know, who do now. And obviously he wasn't wrestling at that point, because I think it was 98, 99 Tekken 3 come out. I'm sure it was 98. I remember seeing it and I was thinking, I want that game so bad. I remember when Tag 2 came out, no, Tag 1, sorry, came out for the PlayStation 2. It was like one of the very first games for PlayStation 2. It's sort of more visual update for Tekken 3 really, which is tag team action. It was really Tekken 4 that made me want to get a PlayStation 2, I must admit. I remember seeing a screenshot and I was just like, wow, that looks amazing. It's funny because when you sort of debate which is the best Tekken game, most people probably would say 3. I'm more of a fan of 4, to be honest. John Cena sucks. John Cena sucks. I always think people shouting socks instead of sucks. John Cena sucks. John Cena sucks. You can probably buy them on eBay. And it's my music career finished. I think the reason I like 4 so much, I think, is mainly just because of the Tekken Force mode. I know 3 had Tekken Force mode. I just got a lot of playtime out of 4 over 3, really. I played them both a lot, I'm not going to lie, but I don't know, I just really liked 4. I don't know, just everything about 4 to me was amazing. I don't know. It probably, like, if there was a massive poll night, I still think 3 probably would be everybody's favourite, but it's my personal favourite. Then again, if you look at, you know, everybody's favourite series, everybody's got their own favourite. Like for Uncharted, for example, most people probably would say the second one was the best. I mean, I don't know how sort of the fourth one comes into it as well, but maybe some people would say the fourth one was the best. For me, it was always the first one was my favourite. Don't know why. Maybe it's nostalgia again. I remember just spending so much time playing it and just loving it to bits. I went out of my way to get the trophies on it because I enjoyed it that much. As I said, everybody's going to have, you know, their favourite game in every series. Final Fantasy is another one. See, I can never say my favourite because I really do like 8, and 9 I really like as well. And then I've really got a soft spot for 10. And 7's like, yeah, I get why people do like 7. It probably is one of the best games ever made outside of like Final Fantasy name. But I really just prefer 8 and 9. I don't know why. I think because with 8 it was a massive step up in graphics because you just had little block people in 7, but in the battlefield it actually had some amazing graphics. So But with 7, I think the story is why it is the best. I'll concede it's the best. But I just really loved everything about 8. I just love the characters. I love that card game. Same with 9, even though it wasn't as good. 9, I think, was a really good story, and I think it had quite some colourful characters. But then I say that, and then I really did enjoy the characters from 7, so it's definitely 7, 8 or 9. 10, I just remember playing Blitzball to death. And I just love Final Fantasy X. I think it had a really nice story as well. Characters weren't, I wouldn't say they were the best, but they were different. Good as the previous ones, I don't feel. I think some shone better than others. And then 12, I don't really, it's funny, I have played 12 like more than once. I don't really remember it, but I know it is coming out next month, I believe. It's a remaster. So I'll definitely be getting that. I do have my original copy of 12 somewhere. Where it is though, that is a good question. I remember like waiting for it to come out, and I remember like when it first came out, I couldn't put it down. But then I just sort of got bored of it quickly. I don't know why it was. But as I said, I'll play through it again, and maybe I'll have fonder memories of it. 13. See, that's the one that splits quite a lot of people. Well, I think the general thing is that that's one of the worst ones, and I kind of like it, I'm not going to lie, but I do understand why it's not liked. But I prefer it to 15. 15 showed so much promise, and for those who've finished the story, it does feel very rushed, like there was something more to it than should have been. It was as if they wanted to quickly do a quick finish to the story, and didn't really... I had to look it up, what actually happened, because I didn't sort of understand the ending. I don't think I've ever had to do that for many games, especially Final Fantasy, because they can be confusing. But yeah, it was really sort of... I didn't really get the ending, so that's... Yeah, I really didn't like it in the end. Like, gameplay-wise, it was absolutely fantastic. And that's enough talk about Final Fantasy. John Cena's very much taking control of this match. I really think that Samoa Joe is going to put up a big fight in this one. While he's doing that now, is it coming up too late in the match is the question. Just picking up pace, so... It's actually quite funny in Tekken 7. I don't know, they've got a Bullet Club t-shirt, and that's, if I'm right, that's, I can't, I'm not sure if it's, I don't think it's Finn Balor, I think it's AJ Styles. And they've got like a Heartbreaker t-shirt thing, so I don't know if that's to do with Shawn Michaels or not. It's just weird that they've got some wrestling references in there. Very strange indeed, you know. Potato! very back and forth action there. Samoa Joe could end this at any second. It's going to be very tight match. I think Cena's just trying to get out of there. But, oh. It's kind of ironic because Cena was busted open there, but I think because of the mask, you're not seeing any of it. Come on. Hopefully we don't want to finish right, get in. Is he on 7? I'm not. This would be silly to end this in the draw now. Can Joe get back in? It's not ending on a counter, I don't care. Oh, what was that? And is that going to cost Cena the victory there? Will he look back on that and think, if only I played dirty, would I be in the finals? Oh, that was not my intention. Both men are quite damaged in this match, so one finisher could be enough right now. John Cena wanted to hug the ref there. The ref's like, hey John, we'll save that for the back room. And John quite rightly agrees. Oh, Samoa Joe's got the first grapple. Vicious knee strike. Is it enough? Oh, very vicious slam there. Is he going to go for a submission? No. Hopefully Cena's got enough to get out of this. Fisherman suplex by Cena. Now can he lock in an attitude adjustment for Joe here? And Joe's attitude is going to be adjusted. Is that going to be enough for him to kick out? Oh, and he does. And the crowd can't quite believe that Joe is still in this one. Actually, you look like he slapped him then. Very still back and forth again. This is Cena going to unleash the signature 5 moves of doom. He's off to a good start. Spin out powerbomb. And the 5 knuckle shuffle. Cleaning himself off. As he feels a bit dirty. Oh, another attitude adjustment for Joe. All this sorted out for him. Two going to be enough. Oh, no way! And Cena's obviously quite understandably frustrated. He's now thinking, what do I do? Tries to go for another pin, and Joe's still kicking out. And you've got a question at this point. 2 attitude adjustments, 5 knuckle shuffle, and oh dear, Cena is in trouble. Joe's bringing his own version of Suplex City. Well, Suplex City hello. It doesn't, as John Cena's resiliency shines through there. Beautiful reversal by Cena. And Joe was like, I'm not having any of this. And Joe could clearly not see Cena there. Ooh. This really is going to come down, possibly to the next finisher. Joe has it stalled and it could strike at any moment. Cena's aware that it could strike and takes it outside just to a little bit of breathing room. Very strong slam. Is that gonna be enough? No, Cena's still got more in the tank. Only Cena knows what that could have felt like. Well, I say that. Anybody who's had that move done to them will know what that feels like. Oh, a strong knee to the face. Very, very close at the moment. It's going to be one of those who fires the next finisher wins. And that concludes that match. It's funny how I said that it was the next finisher and it was actually the next signature. But what an amazing match. Very much back and forth there. Really could have gone either way. Clearly Joe didn't want his attitude to be adjusted, and that's why he walks away victorious and into the second round. I believe he's going to face Randy Orton. But a very well earned victory for Joe there. And that is going to conclude the second round. Join me on Sunday, hopefully, for the semi-finals and final. And I'm also going to be doing a runner-up match just to see. I just think it's a good thing to add in there. So you can have a third, second and first place type thing. So that's going to conclude for tonight. Thank you, good night. Very much love to you and the rest of your family. Thank you very much, good night. Stop.